everyone, Melissa here from Mold Creations, coming to you today with a little bit of AliExpress inspiration. I created these little boxes, as you can see, very cute. There goes another one that I created out of these tags that I got from AliExpress. And so I am going to jump right into it, and I'm going to do a little tutorial on how you can create one too. So let's just move these out of the way. First of all, you will need a 2x7 plain piece of paper. You need to cut out 2 of the largest tags if you'd like to use the largest ones. Any size tag you can create yourself. You just have to kind of get the dimensions, and it's very simple to get the dimensions. Whatever this measures down to, below, which I think this is 3 inches, and you can bring it up how many inches you'd like to bring up for the side of your box. Like I brought up mine, I want to say like 2 1/4 inch or 2 1/8 or something like that. You can even make it shorter, just bring it up by 1 inch. And so you would just add that all together. So like this is 3, and I bring this up 2 1/4 inches, so this is 2 1/2. And then you would have an extra 1/2 inch on each side, just, you know, so that you can glue those down. So let's go ahead and get started. You would also need, like if it's a rounded corner, I would say bring it in an extra 1/8 of an inch so that your box part can fit right in between. If it's a square corner, then you can make it the same size as that rounded, as your corner edge. Okay, so since this is rounded, we're going to bring this in instead of 2 inches, we're going to do 2 1/8. So we're going to score at 2 1/8 on the long side. Flip it around and score at 2 1/8 again. And then we're going to score 1/4 of an inch all the way down on the long side. And this, let me give you where I scored these at. I'm sorry. But like I said, just 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so this was 2x7 on the long side. We scored at 2 1/8. We turned it around and scored at 2 1/8 again. This was scored at 2 inches, and this was cut at 2 inches. We scored at 1 3/4. Turned it around and scored at 1 3/4 again. And now you will need to get your scissors. And let me just grab mine real quick. And we're just going to miter each score line here where we scored at. All the short ones, just pull that out. It looks a little bit more clean when you do that, when you go to tape the boxes together. Hopefully I'm in frame. Like I said, just miter those edges right like that. And this is going to go quick and simple. And take that out. Alright, let's get all this stuff out of the way. And you can use score tape if you'd like. I think I'll use that score tape. Or you can actually use glue. Okay. And you're just going to add score tape all the way down. And actually, if you'd like, instead of doing it the way I did before you miter everything, you can add the score tape all the way down. It'll just cut a little bit into your score tape is all. And that may have been a little bit quicker instead of going this way. And then also don't forget to, once you put your score tape down, to varnish everything. And that's just so that your tape can come up a little quicker. We got all that down. Let me get my bone folder, and I'm just going to varnish everything down. actually created one of the boxes for a tutorial the other day, and for some reason it did not tape, so I had to do it over. Now we're going to score all of the coat on all of the score lines, and we're going to use our bone folder to give it a nice crease. So let's crease all that down, and you can also do all of this before you actually miter everything. I guess I'm taking the scenic route on doing all this. Sorry about that. But just get everything scored with a nice crease. All right, and that completes that. Now we're going to take off the score tape. And I'm just going to take one completed side off. So that'll be done. All right, and then we're going to bring it in and just push it together there. Make sure it's in a nice square. And we're going to do the same thing over here. And another way that you can really make sure it's a nice square, just put it up to the image that you're going to glue down. This is how mine looks right there. So we're going to just take this and we're going to put this down. And if you have rounded corners, if you have a rounded corner tag, what you're going to need to do is just kind of even that up with the bottom. And so that's what I'm going to do there. Even it up. And then once we got that in, oops, sorry about that, we're going to take our bone folder and just make sure everything is flat. So it should look something like that. All right, and then let's remove all of the tape on this side. And like I said, it should go relatively quickly. This is not my design. I did not make that. Somebody else did, and I'm sure a lot of people just figured it out. You know, it's pretty simple just to figure out which way you want to lay those down. Okay, once you got those down, then just put on the other side. And what you might want to do is, once you kind of get it down, before you actually stick it all the way down, is stand it up. Make sure it stands flat, so you it won't wobble. So do like that, and as soon as you got it pretty even, then go ahead and glue the rest of that down. Take your bone folder and just make sure everything is glued down. All right, so it looks something like that. And then I do have the measurements for your sides. Let me give that to you. It's going to be 1 3/8 by 2. And I think I cut mine to come up 2 1/8 on the side. Get that too far up. All right, so let's just go ahead and glue this down. Let's put some glue on the back side, and we're almost there. Almost done. Just pop some glue on here. I'm probably out of frame, but I'm just popping on some glue. And you just kind of measure the center of that and put that down. And we're going to put some on the other side. And put this down. I like to stay under 10 minutes, so I went a hair over, but it's all good. I might edit a little bit out. It'll upload though, whatever time I have. But that's it. And I did do a little sentiment to hang on to the side like that. I'm going to put that right there, and that's using that same die from AliExpress. The Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas came from My Creative Time, and this was one of her free giveaways this last weekend for an order, whatever order you place. And I really, really like these stamps there. But that's how that looked. These came from like Whimsy Stamps. This is My Creative Time as well. But, you know, you can decorate it the way you'd like. I did have a ribbon, but I apparently lost it. But we won't put that in. I'll show you the pictures. And this is all I have for you. Just a little bit of inspiration for you. Make sure you try and get the most use out of your dies. You all have a wonderful, blessed, and crafty day.